Hello and welcome to a new video from Stein Investments. One of the main challenges for traders is to find the perfect trading opportunities we are looking for, such as this one we've spoke about and traded in our morning briefing this week, where you can see a clear breakout strategy setup, and then you can trade this one without any drawdown at all. But the main challenge for traders is how to spot these opportunities, because we can't browse through the symbols all day long, check it every 5 minutes or even every hour. So the main challenge is how to find out when it's worth to have a closer look at the corresponding chart. And that's where custom alerts comes into play. Custom Alerts is a multi-market scanner to gather information from our FX tools, like FX Volume, where you get unique real trading volume data for currencies in gold, FX Power, which calculates precise strength for currencies in gold, and IX Power, which does the same for all non-forex symbols like indices, cryptos, and commodities. Custom Alerts requests the data from these indicators, checks its internally coded conditions, and sends you an alert if market situations become interesting, like this one, a breakout sell on Aussie dollar against the Japanese yen. And you get the market price where this alert appeared and the timestamp from your broker, so that you can easily see when this alert happened. Even if you miss it for an hour or so, you can see when the setup appeared. Then in the next line you see a rising interest for XAU short positions. This comes from FX Volume, and you also see an index extreme buy for the US 500. And you can see now how flexible this tool is. You can cover the entire market. You can get alerts for forex, for indices, for whatever you are interested in. Here's an example for an easy scalping alert on the US 500. The easy scalping system with IX Power is one of our published trading systems, and you can see the alert appeared here at 16:30 and followed a straight down move. Again, no drawdown, so it's been an easy win. Then we have the dog walk buy strategy, also published on our central page. You get the alert here. I traded it with a stop loss below this level and a take profit here, which was hit to the point. Extremely great trade, and yeah, this makes my life as a trader a lot easier, because I don't have to check each of these 30 plus charts every 5 minutes if there is a potential trading setup. The custom alerts tool does this for me in the background. It's running on a VPS, but you can also run it just on a separate chart in the background of your terminal, and you'll get an alert if there is something interesting. There are a lot of examples, and you get more of this in detail in the Custom Alerts FAQ, which is available here. Starting with the introduction, what this tool can do for you, then the links to the MT4 and MT5 product pages, a trade example on gold against the euro, and then we have the basic setup in initial requirements. So let's dive into the custom alerts parameters and see it in line with the custom alerts FAQ, where we explain everything in detail. So the first is the most important parameter, because it contains the interval, how often you want to check for a new alert. In my case, and as default, it's 5 minutes, because it fits my M5 based intraday trading activities perfectly, but you can set and choose whatever you like from 1 minute to 1 month. The second and most important step is to enable the tools you like to get alerts from. We also explained it here. On the right side you can see the FAQ. If you have an FX Volume license and want to get alerts from FX Volume, you have to enable it here. The same is true for FX Power and for IX Power if you want to get alerts for non-Forex symbols. So let's start here, enable FX Volume. Then you have the usual DST and GMT shift settings. Here you set the comparison period you want to use and the data you are interested in. All this comes pre-configured to fit my trading strategies we already published on our central Stein Investments page. So if you want to follow these strategies, you don't have to change here anything at all. In this area you can see that there's an alert on rising interest in new trading positions already enabled. The minimum net long change is set to 1% and the minimum currency volume change is also set to 1%. You'll find an example for each of these alerts with a detailed explanations in the FAQ. You can see the corresponding parameters are marked red, and you also get an example of the scenario you will be notified of. If you go down to the FX Power parameters, at first we have to enable FX Power NG, and then we decide which analysis periods we want to use. By default, you'll see the analysis periods I use for my morning briefing and daily trading, and you can decide whatever you want here from the drop-down list. And if this list isn't enough, you can switch to the custom mode selection, where you can define whatever you want, from 17 minutes to whatever, 90 seconds. And you'll also find this block explained here in the custom alerts FAQ. Then we'll move on to the FX Power Alert section, starting with the dog walk setup. It's an alert for our dog walk strategy, and all these alerts you see here in the custom alerts properties, you will also find an example for with a detailed screenshot in the FAQ. Next one is the breakout trading system alert, which is right below, providing a lot of parameters here to choose from, to enable, to disable, with one dynamic, one-sided, double-sided, and you'll find a detailed explanation of what this means and what it enables with examples of the alerts here in the FAQ as well. There are various more alerts like the currency dynamic alert, currency extreme alert, delta dynamic alert, and all of them you'll find also explained in all details here in the FAQ. Let's move on to the IX Power section, which allows you to monitor non-Forex trading symbols. And you'll see that the analysis periods and their options are the same as for the FX Power section above. You can also define custom periods if you like, and then you'll have predefined alerts based on our trading strategies will be published in chapter 1 of our central Stein Investments page, and you'll find a detailed explanation here of the various parameters and examples when alerts like these execute. The main difference to the FX Power section is that you need to define which symbols you want to monitor, so you can enter BTC USD, for example, or the German DAX. You can define up to 7 different symbols. If you need more, I recommend to use a second instance of custom alerts, and you can define here whatever you like to monitor. The last input section covers the alert settings in general, so you can define when the monitoring should start and end. You can define 2 sessions. It's based on the London trading time as reference. You can decide if you want to see a pop-up message or get an email or mobile notification to your smartphone. You can limit the alert to specific symbols. So if you are only interested in maybe 2 or 3 pairs, you can enable this option and define them here. It's also explained here in the FAQ how this works. You need a comma separated list without spaces, and you need to enable this to enable the option to. You can also enable alerts only for specific currencies and their corresponding pairs. So if you are not interested in the British pound and its pairs, you can just set it to false and you'll get no longer alerts for the British pound. Last but not least, we have the display status information and display detailed information. That's what I recommend because you can see at a glance if the data is coming in correctly. Now it's all said and done, and Custom Alerts starts its work, covering the volume data, covering the power data, and currently starting up IX Power to monitor the 2 symbols we defined. And then you just have to wait for the first alerts coming in. They are, of course, no 100% profit guarantees, but they draw your attention to the pairs that are worth to have a closer look at, and that's what this tool is designed for. You'll find all information and all the details at a Custom Alerts FAQ, and I can only recommend to get use of it. And if you have any questions that are not answered in there, drop me a line and I'll answer as soon as possible. Yep, there is our first alert. It's a sell on euro against the Aussie dollar, and we can have a look at. I stretch this full screen to get a better picture of it. Euro against the Aussie dollar. Yeah, it's a breakout scenario here. All euro lines are below all the Aussie dollar lines, but you can see this pair is currently ranging because it hit a major support. So yeah, you get the idea. Custom Alert draws the attention to the pairs you have a closer look to, but of course you need to analyze it in detail before taking a trade. So I hope this helps. It was a pleasure to create this video for you, and hope you make use of the big benefit Custom Alerts provides you, and I wish you a profitable trading day and catch you in the next one. See you and bye bye.